Welcome to the Xeen lens comparison tests, where we're going to be comparing the Xeen versus the Canon Cine versus the Zeiss CP2s, as well as the benchmark Cooke S4 Prime. We're going to be doing them in a cluster of 4 different dragons, all shooting at the same time, and we'll show their bokeh, their contrast, their sharpness, their resolution, all these subtle things, their quality and color that will be displayed in front of you. Camera settings, which are red dragons with the standard OLPF. We're going to be shooting at an ISO of 800. Our color temp on the camera is set to 3200 Kelvin, and our shutter angle is at 180 degrees. All right. So this is the Xeen at a 35 millimeter, wide open. Resolution-wise and contrast, it's looking pretty nice. The bend quality, that's what these C-stands are on the left and right side. It has just a slight bend to it, but very minimal. Okay, now we're going to inject all 4 lenses on this next test. So we're going to see the Xeen once again at a 2 1/3. I mean, I have to say, looking at these things side by side, the Xeen 35 is damn good. I'm really liking the way that lens looks. So I like the quality of our skin, looks really good. Look at how it transitions. And this is, again, the Canon is a softer contrast. It's seeing much more into the shadow areas than the Xeen, which with the Xeen, you're a little darker in this area and a little darker contrast in around the floor area. All right, now we're going to move on to a 2.8 1/3 on the Xeen. All right, now here's our side-by-sides, the Xeen versus the Canon. Resolution-wise, contrast, everything. I think this piece of glass would look damn good. Again, overall, the Xeen in contrast-wise, a little contrastier than the Canon. The Cooke, the least contrasty of lenses. The Zeiss and the Canon in the 35 millimeter range are almost competing for the most contrasty. Xeen is doing a little star effect, but nice blooming highlights. Canon, little star effect, but minimal. And then obviously the extreme star effect on the Cookes. All right, now we're going to go to around a 5.6. Let's see, 5.6, the Zeiss seems to hold pretty much a consistent level of contrast going up and down. The Canon seemed to get a little more contrastier. The Xeen seems to hold the contrast level pretty consistent as well. All right, that concludes the Xeen lens comparison tests with the 35 millimeter.